Jurassic World Rebirth. Here it is, the movie no one's been waiting for. Well, I'm sure some people have been waiting for it. Apparently, it's doing very, very well, this movie. It's doing very, very well at the box office. So people will go and see this movie. It'll make its money back times 3 or 4 times, I'd say. I'd say it'd do very, very well. But as a movie, I watched this movie a few nights ago. And I didn't really want to sit through the rest of it. I was watching the first part of it and I didn't really want to sit through the rest of it. And I thought, okay, well, I'll do a review on this movie and suffer through it. They should have had this film. It should have really been called Jurassic World, the Corporation, because that would have been a better title for it. This is a corporatized movie. And it has nothing resembling what the movies we love in the past have or has had, whatever. And I didn't like this movie at all. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was a complete waste of time. And I also think that Scarlett Johannesburg, or whatever the fuck her name is, Johansson, was terrible in the movie. She didn't seem to know where she was going, what her character was, who she was in the film. It was just, she had these odd smirks and smiles going through the movie, and she was kind of like the leader. And then the other guy, Ali, whatever his name is, he was just smiling through the whole thing. And it was just a dumbass movie, man. It was like, you know what it was? It was as if someone had it was like a 5-year-old kid watched loads of movies and then said, okay, now come up with your own movie. And it was just terrible. Nothing seemed to work in the movie. The Mexican family pretended to be Americans. That was the funniest part of the whole film. I wish the dinosaurs would have ate them. That would have been great. The younger guy, he was like kind of like the lazy boyfriend. You know, if he would have been killed at the start, that would have been brilliant. That would have been amazing, because this lazy turd, you know, couldn't be bothered. He's too lazy, but he has a heart, apparently. You know, lazy people piss me off anyway. They don't want to do nothing. They're just there whinging and complaining about everything. So the minute I seen his character, I was thinking, please, if there's a hungry dinosaur out there, please eat that motherfucker, will you? This guy's a pain in the ass. The characters in this movie were terrible. It was uninteresting. It was the most unmemorable movie I've ever seen in my life. And I don't like criticizing movies because I know what goes into making them. A lot of work goes into making any movie. But this movie, to me, had no redeeming qualities whatsoever. It's just a rehash of things that worked way better before, and with no characters really in it that you could root for, that you cared about. And that's the most important thing in any movie. You have to have characters that you can identify with and that you care somewhat about. Even if you don't care about them, that you at least are interested in them. You may not even like them, but you definitely are interested in them, and you're interested in what happens to them, whether good or bad, right? And as far as I can tell, this movie, apart from some of the odd CGI shots were okay, you know, but the CGI, I didn't even notice the CGI, whether it was good or bad, because I wasn't interested in the film enough even to even to even look that way to do with the CGI, right? So the film, I would give the film, it'll make loads of money. People will like it as well, you know, and good. If they do go into the cinema and they end up enjoying the movie, younger people will probably enjoy it, you know, good. You know, you shouldn't go there expecting to not be. I wanted to like the movie. I want to like every movie that I watch. I root for the movie maker. I root for the people that make the movie, because like I said, a lot of work goes into making any movie. But this movie had no, as far as I can tell, no redeeming qualities at all. He didn't care about the people, and that is a bad movie. You have to have some sort of feeling for the people in the movie. If you don't have that, forget about it. Forget about it. I don't care what special effects you've got, what spectacle you're going to give to me, or it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. You have to have an interest in what's going on. If you don't, the movie's over before it's even got started. Okay, so Jurassic World, the Corporation, I call it, because it's a corporatized movie, and you know they get their logos in there straight away. You know, a Snickers bar started the movie off with, it went into this like little vent, and it circuited the security systems 17 years earlier before the film starts. So Snickers gets credit for starting this whole debacle, right? So, so I hope it does well. I hope every movie does well, to be honest. But still, at the same time, it's not a movie that I would want to watch again or will ever watch again. Okay, because it's to me, it is a corporatized movie and it has no heart, and you're not interested in the people that are in the movie at all.